You're alive.
All right, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Want to start by, of course, giving all honor, praise, and glory unto
Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Makapadash.
Mashiach Kabbalah as a Queen Shargadar Makab, which is giving double honors to Elder Apostles Greg Millstone. This is Cleveland GMS branch coming at you with another one, out here, and we just gonna get right into it, man.
Right, we got the brothers, beloved brothers from the Columbus camp here as well. The Lord is gathering us together to preach this word because this is what it's all about.
This is
You got that?
Jeremiah 28. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 28 and verse 8. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Read it.
Jeremiah 28 verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Well, that's why we out here to prophesy, to speak before. All right, just like the elders before us and elders before them, we're doing the same thing. We're following suit. We're telling you what's to come. There's going to be war, pestilence. There's going to be outbreaks, all type of things. We're telling you it's to come. Just like the scripture say, we are mighty to put in our strongholds. How we doing that? By prophesying. It ain't like we arming ourselves. No, we're arming ourselves with the spirit. Right. That's how we do. That's how we bring these places down through prophecy. Every time we come out here and prophesy, another brick of Babylon just fell. He said, wars, evils, and pestilence. Right, like you just mentioned, you got a lot of killings going on overseas right now. I think you said thousands was fleeing Russia, if I'm not mistaken. Then you got all these mass shootings going on. You even got uproars in Iran dealing with what's going on with Israel coming up against them, man. And we know what the prophets say, that the least of the flock shall draw them out, man. You see, the least of the flock is talking about who? The nation, the land, the state. Okay, the state of Israel. Those fake Jews over there, which the real Jews are you so-called Negroes, man. You're the real Jews, man. And the Lord is stirring up controversy for your sakes, man. Okay, and that war is going to drag America right into it, and we know the end of America is thermonuclear missiles.
This is Jeremiah 28 verse 9. The prophet was prophesied the peace.
Right, IUIC. Talking about ain't no Jacob's trouble. Right. This Jacob's trouble is going to take place when this MOTB is mandated, man. All right, that's going to happen before World War III hits, man. Okay? So if you prophesy the peace, right? Which, how you going to prophesy peace when we not even in our homeland yet, man? You see? You got it.
Hold on real quick. Just like the scripture before, it said, we prophesying the same thing as the prophets of old, which was what? War, pestilence. How you going to be a prophet of peace? And we telling you what's to come. We don't warn people about peace. We warn people about trouble.
Book is Lamentations, Performance, and Woe.
It says, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known.
Hold on, so how we gonna know who the prophets is? The men who been saying what's gonna happen, eventually it's gonna happen. Then you gonna know who was really prophesying. Not the nigga telling you it's gonna be peace. If it's eventually it's gonna be peace, but you ain't prophesying. Yeah, everybody get your $50 garments, get your canned goods, and we're just gonna ride this out. No, we telling you what's gonna happen. The C-hip is gonna be made mandatory. You're gonna have thousands at your right dead, thousands at your left dead. We telling you what's gonna be soon to come. Did the apostles not tell us plenty of times? Yeah, pestilences and earthquakes gonna be in those latter days. What happened? The world had a shutdown. Was that not prophecy?
I got a precept. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 2 and verse 9. And when I looked, behold, a hand was sent unto me, and lo, a roll of a book was therein. Verse 10. And he spread it before me, and it was written within and without, and there was written therein lamentations and mournings and woe. Right. So yeah, man. This book, it got that sweet and honey, which is the kingdom, but also you got the bitter, which is the plagues. You know what I'm saying? Famine, death, destruction, like we just read in Jeremiah chapter 28, verse 8. As a matter of fact, could you, when you get done with that, you read the next verse too. But yeah, man, you know, that was written in that book that the angel has sent into the prophet, man. You know, with Lamentations and Mournings of Woe, which is, you know, which are a couple of things that are going to getting ready to happen, as you can see from all of this destruction going on in the world now. What you got, man?
Jeremiah 28, you want to read verse 9?
Read verse 8 again, then read verse 9.
Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil.
Right, and this is the greatest kingdom that you've ever seen on the earth, man. Right here, Babylon the Great, America. You know, but we've also prophesied against the Roman Empire. We prophesied against, you know, the Egypt. You know, the prophets of old. You know, coming back in their time, standing in their lot. Matter of fact, we got keep going.
This verse 9. It says, "The prophet which prophesied of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that the Lord hath truly sent him."
Right, and that prophet that prophesied of peace. You know, that prosperity spirit, you know, coming in the spirit of, you know, America, or coming in the spirit of China, or wherever you prophesying of prosperity and peace at, when a word of Yahweh shall come to pass, man, you gonna be confounded, man. You know?
You is, because you know what? They're telling you, get you a new wife, go get you a new car, a new house. We're going to be here for a minute. He's telling you, yeah, we're going to live peacefully here. Ain't going to be no Jacob's trouble. No, that's not what the scriptures say. The scriptures say we're going to teach what was taught. We've been being taught about Jacob's trouble, about pestilences being hit, wars being fought. Does that sound like peace to you? Oh, we warn you about peace.
Now I got a precept concerning the 8th verse.
You hear somebody.
But it says, Daniel chapter 12 and verse 12. It says, "Blessed is he that waiteth and cometh to the 1,305 and 30 days." And it says, "But go thou thy way till the end be, for thou shalt rest and stand in thy lot at the end of the days." And that's the point, you know, that even Daniel was gonna have to stand in his lot at the end of the days, meaning he's gonna have to come back. How Daniel gonna be able to stand in his lot at the end of the days if that was during the Babylonian Empire that he had received that writing, man? You know, so that's talking about now. That's talking about the former days after that Babylonian Empire. You know, again, generation after generation until now, when we're prophesying against the last kingdom, that's the wicked kingdom that's going to be on the earth, Babylon the Great. You know,
like the scripture just said, prophesying, that's the prophets of old. The same thing they was doing, we doing now. We telling you, yeah, it looked great, it looked like honey, but really you being oppressed and you don't even know it.
Right?
You a mental slave out here. You don't even realize that you being whipped in the back no more, but you got used to it.
Read that verse 9 one more time.
I got you. Jeremiah 28 and verse 9. "The prophet which prophesied of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that the Lord have truly sent him."
Right, and once again, that prophesied for peace and all that prosperity shit, like you see with TD Jakes, they ain't really in that sincere spirit for serving the Lord and warning the people, man. You know, and when the word of Yahweh shall come to pass with these prophecies, you know, that man is going to be confounded. This is the book of Amos chapter 8 and verse 11. It says, "Behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord." Right, so you already got Canada. What they doing? They you know, minimizing the amount of men that could be teaching on the street.
They make certain verses illegal to speak about.
Right, that's going on in America. You know, certain verses that so-called offensive to the so-called Jewish people. You can't go out on the highways, byways and teach it anymore because you know they just don't want to hear it coming out, man.
That's,
you know,
it's lucky. I just wanted to add that's the spirit that you wouldn't even went there because I was watching the elder Malcolm and the brothers that's traveling to Cleveland from Chicago. They was doing a video on their travels, and the brother Yashar Allah was talking about TikTok and basically how it was getting strikes for basically the videos, but in actuality, when somebody actually watched the video, they couldn't subscribe to, like they try to say, hate speech and violent actions. But then after an actual real person watched the videos, they couldn't even say that.
That's the scripture said that because the thing is, everybody they call the truth hate speech.
Right.
Nigga, if you out of shape, you out of shape. I'm trying to tell you to get right so you don't have a heart attack and die. I'm trying to tell that's what the scriptures. I'm telling you, come over here, get the truth so you can survive. They said, no, I don't want the truth. I want you to tell me lies and make me happy. Nigga, this ain't about your happiness. This is about getting salvation. Grab that real quick.
This book Isaiah, chapter 30 and verse 10. It says, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not, unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits.
You know what? When we come out here and say, guess what? It's going to be all hell. He say, what? I just bought a house. I don't want all hell to break. Guess what, nigga? That's prophecy. No matter, I can tell you 100 times, that's just what's going to happen. Just because I don't prophesy don't mean it ain't going to happen. But I'm going to prophesy because that's what I was told to do. Just because you don't want it to happen don't mean it ain't going to happen. That new house and that new car you bought, that shit's going to burn, regardless if you want it to or not.
This is the book of Galatians, chapter 4 and verse 16. It says, am I therefore come your enemy because I tell you the truth?
Nigga, am I your enemy because I told you the truth? Because I didn't lie to you and keep a smile on your face? Nigga, fuck you. The thing is, it's going to be a famine of bread. It's going to be a famine of the word. The people you love, they're going to turn on you because the nigga is your bound and love shall wax cold. I'm telling you the cold, hard truth. It ain't to make you smile. It's so that you prepare for what's to come.
This is the book of what's like it?
Second Ezra 15, verse 1, it says, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people.
Hold on. So who we talking to? We're talking to the Lord's people. That's all he said was talk to the people. He didn't say, okay, I want you to come with a basket of flowers, persuade them over. No, I just came to talk to you. Turkey sandwiches. Right. I'm not.
Who are the Lord's people? The Israelites. You know, these so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
It says, of my people, the words of prophecy, which I will put in my mouth and in thy mouth, saith the Lord.
So don't shoot the messenger. The Lord said, I'm gonna put the prophecies in their mouth. I didn't wake up one day and say, you know what? I'm gonna tell everybody America's doomed. No, the Lord put that spirit on me. So you got an issue with America being doomed, you go talk to the Lord and see what he say to you. He said it's gonna happen, that's what's gonna happen.
It says, and calls
well,
them.
When the Lord starts speaking, ain't nobody gonna want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? The Lord say, out of his breath, out of his mouth go over flaming fire, and out of his breath he cast out sparks and tempests.
Hey, that's the spirit that you said that, because when you go into what's that? When Moses basically the count with Moses, what's that, Exodus, and pretty much
20, yeah.
when pretty much the people was like they wanted Moses to be like
mediator,
right, because they didn't want to actually see the Lord speaking or even deal with the Lord. So like you said, at the end of the day, when the Lord really starts showing and speaking, these people ain't gonna want to deal with it.
Yeah, because when the Lord speaks, he's gonna close the mouth of his prophets. We're speaking for the Lord right now. Okay, that's why you got to get it from his men. Because once the men stop teaching, then the Lord's gonna speak. It tell you that in Second Ezra. Is that the 9th chapter? It's either the 9th or the 15th chapter, you know. But y'all got it.
I got one. Let me bring back the brother up about as far as the Lord using men to speak for him. In this book of this is Luke chapter 1. I'm gonna start at verse 69, point is verse 70, and it reads, and I'm gonna start up. Luke 1 and 68. Blessed be the Lord, power of Israel, for he hath visited and redeemed his people. Verse 69, and have raised up an horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David. Verse 70, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began. So like the brother was saying, at the end of the day, the Lord has always, ordained and had chosen vessels of men to go out and speak his words to the people, to the heathen, to the Israelites. And we've come into a time where he's about to close up the mouths of those prophets. What's that? Amos chapter 8.
Amos 8:11. 11.
God. Y'all got it.
This book of Isaiah, chapter 30, and verse 10. It says, also at verse 9. It says that this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord, which say to the seers, which, you know, when you go to the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 9 and verse 9, the scripture tell you that the seers were, the prophets were once called seers.
And also it tell you in Proverbs 28 and 9, he who turneth your away from the Lord is cursed to be an abomination.
Right.
So these same people that don't want to hear the law, your prayers are a disgusting thing to the Lord.
It says, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not, unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits, right? That all that prosperity shit, man. You know, hey man, you know, the church choir get up on a podium and tell you that you're gonna get $10,000, $10 million or something. You're gonna win a lottery, and that's all his sermon is about, man. You know, no, man. Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shah is coming to bring wrath on the earth, man. Matter of fact, you got something?
Yeah, people want that saying on
2 Ezra 15, verse 2. And calls them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. It says, fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee.
Well, that's what Psalms 6 to say. Why are the heathen? He gonna have them in derision. Why are the heathens raged? Why do they imagine a vain thing? What's on the paper? What's in the scroll? This is what's gonna happen. I don't care about Esau's in 2050. We got a new Tesla. We ain't gonna be here, bro. I don't care about him saying, well, we're gonna get them all. We're gonna chip everybody. I don't care what you got to say. What's in the scriptures? The scripture say everybody gonna get chipped. People gonna get beamed up. Somebody gonna survive.
If I could,
Get delivered.
So them imaginations that don't matter.
if I could add, you know, it's funny. I was watching one of the, I think it was the Elder Malcolm or somebody video going into that redacted, or it was one of those Edomite economists going into the state of the economy. No, it was full spectrum survival. And basically, like I said, they going into the state of the economy, like you saying, they constantly throwing these distractions in your face, you know, these different, like you said, the Tesla, the Xbox 2715 and all this old goofy shit. When you got people that barely can eat. So the fuck you waiting on something that really has no real profit for you. You know, scriptures talk about in the book of Isaiah, chapter 33, wisdom and knowledge shall be thy stability. You know, right. So, you know, like, what's the wisdom and knowledge? These scriptures. Because this is the only book that's telling you what's about to come to pass. And you can clearly see it manifesting before your eyes.
Yep, right. And like the brother said, that's a beautiful point. This is the only book that's telling you what's about to come to pass, man. The Quran ain't got no prophecies. Fucking, you know, all these other religious books ain't got no prophecies in it. The scriptures are only book that prophesies, man. You know, that speaks about the future. Pro means before, and beside means to say. You know,
that'll show you a lot though, because here it is. Our book got prophecy in it. It's got breakdowns in it. But you'll have another belief. They won't even have a book. It's just word of mouth passed down for 2,000 years. Right. But they'll say, well, your book's been copied. Nigga, do you think them the same words that your quote-unquote elder said 12 years ago?
Right.
Say the scriptures got the books of Psalms and Proverbs, you know, which actually is true wisdom that was used back then that could be applied today to help you maneuver through life. You know what I mean? But yet still, people, like you say, they shun or, you know, fan the hand at it, you know, and that's why these people really gonna be in a fucked up predicament when all hell break loose.
A nigga get a fucking fortune cookie and be like, ooh, an ancient Chinese proverb. Just read Proverbs, nigga, is right there. What you doing?
Go ahead. Oh, you got, yeah, I'm going to go down the line. Okay. Verse 3 says, fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee.
And incredulity means lack of faith. You know, that's what incredulity means. So don't be letting these people that ain't got no faith and don't even give a fuck about the name of Yahweh Shemi Al-Shah, never use it in their life, could care less about it delivering them in the time to come. Don't let that shake yours, man. Don't let that shake your faith.
Verse 4, it says, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, sword, famine, death, and destruction. Now that's the part of the Bible that you don't want to hear about. The brother brought it out, Isaiah 30 chapter. Y'all don't want to hear about that, man. Y'all don't want to hear about the destruction that's about to come to America, to you fucking people, man. Y'all want to hear about the smooth words, man. What's the bullhead nigga named TD
Jake Smith, TD Snakes, you don't want to hear about him. And everything will be all right. America's going to come back, man. Y'all don't want to hear about that, man. All right? I want to hear about the smooth words. But what about death, famine, calamity, destruction to America? Do you want to hear about that? Do you Americans want to hear about that? America being destroyed? So-called white people getting destroyed? All right? All right, Salah.
Kind of back you up. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 33. Because it's our duty to put this word out. We prophesy to the wind, so whether you want to hear it or not, man, the blood is off our hands, man, just as long as we continue. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 33, and verse, I'll start at verse 5. It says, he heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning.
Hold on. What is a trumpet used for? Before it was an instrument in a band, it was used to let you know, oh, it's somebody getting ready to attack it. It's an alarm. When you hear the fire alarm, you don't start dancing. No, you it's time to get out of here. So when we play this trumpet, we supposed to be listening. Hold on, this is a time of war right now. I need to guard. I need to get my shield. I need to get my sword. You niggas heard the trumpet, and y'all laying down and said 5 more minutes. Right. So when the judgment come at you, hey, shit, they shall howl.
It says, his blood shall be upon him, but he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul. Right? And we those watchmen at the top of the watchtower. Like, once again, throwing out that word seers and prophets, man. You know, seen before. You know, so that we can let you know what's getting ready to happen before, you know, you just somewhere lining your own pool of blood, man. You know? Verse 6, but if the watchman see the sword come and blow not the trumpet, that's a wicked servant, man. You know, and this devil is allowing these men to do that unrighteous act with these 501c3s. You know what I'm saying? You don't think these guys actually know the truth, but they restricted to what they can say, man, what they can warn, right? It says but
we know that they know, because if you're restricted to say something, you know what not to say.
Right.
So you know exactly what you need to say, but you're choosing not to say it. Therefore, the blood is on your hands. It's dripping, especially these mega churches where you got 5,000 people sitting there, and you telling them, everybody smile, be happy. No, America has cancer. You trying to put a Band-Aid on it.
You gotta remember, a lot of these like super high up ministers like TD Fakes and Jakes and Snakes and whatever the fuck. And you know, a lot of them guys, they be like in secret societies and clubs, and a lot of that shit being exposed right now. So that how you think they get to where they got to? You know, it's funny how the Lord exposed him. Now he's being talked about getting caught up with the P. Diddy situation. he got it.
Yeah, like you were saying, like even though they be all up in them what's some things called a Mason Club. Mason.
And that's why certain Israelite camps also are under the 501c3, right. and their garments are similar to the Freemasons. Oh, yeah, you know, the diamond shape. You know what I'm saying? All that, man.
But I seen this picture. I forget exactly where I got this picture from, but it even had I see outright blatantly show the little Mason little Masonic garment thing that goes on before your loins, you know, and it had the little Mason sign on it, man. So they outright just, you know, letting you know, man.
And that's why they can't use the true name Yahweh Shai.
Right.
You know.
But don't that mean that you gotta comply to that Mason Bible and all that other shit, man? You know how you niggas ain't, you know, really with Yahweh Shai.
How you gonna speak on the downfall of America, but then you let this nigga give you paperwork to teach what you want to teach? So you mean to tell me the nigga you telling gonna fall, telling you what to say about how he gonna fall?
About how he gonna fall.
That's why that doctrine always switching up.
Yep.
It says, but the watchmen, but if the watchmen see the sword come and blow not the trumpet, and the people be not warned, if the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at the watchman's hand.
Yeah, that's love. We are here to tell you, don't drink poison. Don't involve in these false doctrines. That's what we telling you is don't indulge in poison, basically. Well, if you my brother and I'm watching you drink poison, I'm going off. So we telling you to come out of these philosophies, come out of these mindsets, come out of these ideologies that's not, they don't make sense. The Lord gave me the game, I'm gonna give it to you. It's up to you whether you want to take it and use it, but I'm gonna give it to you. That's what he told me to do.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3, and verse.
Ezekiel 3, verse 26.
Oh, yep.
Yep. Ezekiel 3 and 26. And I will make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth.
Right, meaning the Lord is going to stop our speech, man. You know, like we just read in the book of Amos, chapter 8 and verse 11. It's going to be a famine in the word. The Lord is going to, and he's going to use these devils to do it, man. Just like, once again, bringing up the Canada incident, and these incidents going on in America where you can't say certain precepts. That's the Lord inching towards that, man. Towards this prophecy right here.
Back at it again at verse 26. And thou shalt be dumb and shalt not be to them a reprover, for they are a rebellious house.
Right, thou shalt be dumb, meaning you're going to be like one that don't know how to speak, man. You know, and it says a reprover, right? Because when you go to the book of Proverbs,
right? Because when you reprove, the word reprove pretty much reprove means to correct.
right?
And our people don't like correction. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Even when you tell them the basics, when you come into the thing, how you're not supposed to eat certain things, they look at you and discuss, man.
Do a boosty boo.
Yeah.
Oh, God gonna tell me I can't eat.
See, and that's our people's mindset,
Right.
and that's enmity with the Most High, man. And we know that the Lord is gonna destroy you, man. You got it.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 1 and verse, I'll start at verse 22. It says, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners.
Our people are simple, man. You know, we make the scriptures plain upon tables, man. You can't get it, man. So this is why the Lord said he's going to make our tongues cleave to the roof of our mouth, man. Because you people just hate correction, man. It's to the point where your only solution is death.
What the scripture says in Jeremiah, the 4th chapter, about us being sottish children. You know what I'm saying? It's the word sottish goes back to the word stupid. You know?
If I could add, then you got it. And you got to take time to think about, like, a warning has a time frame. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, like, there is a school building on fire. The alarm is set to let you know, okay, let's hurry up because it's smelling smoke before the whole building's on fire and you can't escape. So we're not meant to be out here forever. You know what I mean? Like, it's a certain time the destruction gonna come. You got it?
It
I
says,
see a soccer prophesying in Jacob's trouble. You know, that's just, if you do see somebody out there, you know, they're not in the right spirit, but you know, their head is bugged out, man. They're leading you to destruction.
it says, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. And it starts with turning towards that reproof, man. You know? And you know, we understand shit. You know how Jake don't like taking reproof. We used to be in the world. You know, Jake ain't want to hear nobody telling them about what they need to be doing, or you know what I'm saying, what they got to do to improve themselves. You know, but it's mandatory for your soul. It's for the deliver of your soul so that you can get right with the Lord, so they can deliver you.
And it's like it, bro. It said that fools hate knowledge. I got the Edom online for the word fool. It says silly, stupid, or ignorant person. It says an insane person, an idiot, a jester. You know, you got it.
Insane, stupid,
A fool. That's what a jester is, a fool.
Yeah, that word insane. We go to that word insane. It means to do something over and over and over again, expecting a different result. You know, and you guys, you know, whatever this devil come out with some new Jones or some new, you know what I'm saying, form of folly for you.
Hold on, brother. The devil this week, he came out with the sun blocking rays, so now no one's gonna get cancer anymore.
Right.
Nigga, what?
But you need the sun for fucking life.
Right.
And 2 weeks later, they got a new thing called the cloud cleaner.
Cloud
Now
cleaner.
we're gonna get vitamin D back in the world.
And then this devil got all type of shit, fucking block out the sun and shit, man. What the fuck? You know, you gonna continue to trust in this devil?
That show you anti-life right there.
Yeah.
It's like I said again, everything needs the sun to actually, like, and he would to block it out. Like, now who else on the planet think like that? You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. You know, you
We
got
wanna
it.
make an artificial sun. We got a real sun right there. What the fuck?
You got it.
Just, go ahead. You got it.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 27 and verse 5. It says, open rebuke is better than secret love.
So y'all don't even like getting reproved or rebuked. But then here it is. It's really love. when you get in trouble with your parents, they get loud with you. They don't want to see you get hurt. That's we telling you, look. I'd rather see you get beat up. I want to see you making it serve the Lord. Right. I'm not gonna make you do it though, but I'd rather see you do good than evil.
Right. You can't force somebody, carnally force somebody to serve the Lord, man. You know, they have to spiritually be what the scripture say, convincing your own mind. You know, you gotta have
fully persuaded.
Fully persuaded, right? Yeah, fully persuaded in your own mind. You can't be halfway, 75%. That's why apostles always mention how we got the 100% truth.
Yep. I was just thinking about that. Yep. Can the brother pull that? What the brother quoted? And can you keep going on that in Proverbs 27, Bible shots?
This Proverbs 27 and verse 6. It says, "Faithful are."
There's another one coming too. And the police.
It's going both ways.
That's confusion, man.
It's going both ways, though.
Oh, they turning around. Oh, no, they ain't.
They're going right here.
You got it, right?
Proverbs 27 and verse 6. It says, "Faithful are the wounds of a friend, but the kisses of an enemy are deceitful."
So like the brothers was going into, you know what I'm saying? You know, certain things have to be said. You know what I'm saying? The scripture says in Jude that some save with compassion and others save with fear, pulling them out of the fire. You know, so these wounds that our friends give us, the men in the truth, are here for to correct us, to reprove us, to walk in the right way. You know. But you got that. You got something. Right? You got
right. Well, I was gonna say the wounds of an enemy ain't gonna be so. You know what I'm saying? Help you out and it's improved.
Mercy.
Right, merciful. Right. The wounds
of the enemy
are deceitful.
Yeah.
Right.
You know.
Psalms 55:21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter. So he persuading you. He make it seem like it's all good. He wrap his arm around like this is my best friend.
Right.
The next thing you know, what it say? But war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil. Yet were they drawn swords. So he getting all close up on you like this. Then he pulled his blade out and hit you in the gut. That's your friend. You want to keep going on Proverbs?
No, that was the point. But
Revelation 3 verse 15. I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. How would thou work cold or hot? So then because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth.
Right, you kind of halfway in, on the fence. You know, I'm thinking about it. You know, I'm not really sure.
Or you're being a hypocrite.
Right.
You know that's something the Lord don't like.
Right.
You either fully in this thing or you can't play. What is that? 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
Yeah.
Right.
You gotta. we can't play both sides, man. You gonna choose the Lord. You gonna choose His world. Man.
That's deep, what you said.
Death.
God, that's
You can help us shower with death.
God.
Pretty much what's going on. Man. It's death. You niggas are lukewarm. A lot of you Israelite camps, man. Y'all want to be cool and in the now and shit. Y'all got all the cool little highlights and gimmicks, but that's what's gonna kill you niggas, man. All right.
I was just gonna add, it's deep what the brother said, Ashiar, because he was saying how you can't be 1 foot in the world and 1 foot with the Lord. You know what I mean? Like you got these carnal-minded people that believe once, like some of these street gangs and shit, like they mobs. Once you in, what's that called? That movie, Blood In, Blood Out. So the only way you can get out is you gonna shed blood to get in it, and only way to get out is to die. Well, the point being is when you come to serve the Lord, which is known as the King of Terrors, how much more so? You know what I mean? Like you got it.
It's Proverbs chapter 21 and verse 16. It says, "The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead."
Wow.
So it's like the brother was speaking on, man. This shit is gonna lead you to nothing but death, man. But really, you're already dead, man. You spiritually dead in your brain, man. All right. You have no hope for the future, man. There's nothing really for you to look forward to. All right, because the Lord ain't gonna save you, man. All right, because you're going amongst what Esau will tell you, all right, conforming to his ways, all right. shit, all right? Following the niggas, all right? Being a nigga out in the world and shit, man, all right? You ain't gonna get nowhere doing that, man, all right? Because it don't lead to nothing but what the brother said, man, death, man, all right?
Well, the scripture says to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. You know, so that's the yin and the yang, if you want to call it that. You know, so that's the balance of Yahweh Shem Shah. You know,
It's Matthew 15. This Matthew chapter 15, verse 14. Let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind. And if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into a ditch. So if somebody blind and they just can't see it, hey, you gotta let them fall off. There's nothing you can do for them. Shit. Especially if someone blind gonna follow somebody else that's blind, they bound to fall because they can't see what's coming.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, with this world, man, y'all been falling into Esau's traps, man. Falling into Esau's trick, man. I got a quick precept. It's Isaiah 5:20. It says, woe to them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter, man. All right, so Esau tell you that the shit that's really wrong, man, the shit that we trying to tell you to turn away from, all right, that shit's off, man. But Esau tell you that shit right, man. And he even got the people in the church, all right, they accept faggots now. All right, Slocky, camera, but, you know, they accept these, you know, the momos, man, all right? They tell you, you go sleep with this, man. You go sleep with that, man, all right? Commit adultery and shit out here, man. You know?
Whatever's a piece to your flesh.
Yeah, and then tell you, all you got to do is come in and say you apologize to God, and then you good. You going to get saved when the end comes. No, you're not going to get fucking saved, man. Repentance is turning away from your sins, man, and not going back, man. All right, to the best of your abilities. Not fucking, I'm going to go sin. I'm going to go to church. You feel me? Then I'm going to go back again next week and do some more bullshit. Then I'm going to go to church on Sunday and think I'm going to be saved, man. That shit ain't going to save y'all out there, man.
Right. That's the same mindset these niggas had in ancient Israel. They already had their sacrifice ready, and they was going to commit adultery. They was going to do their sins. Same thing today. They like, well, the Lord died for me already. I could sin freely. His blood is on the ground for me, so I can eat this pork chop sandwich with the extra barbecue sauce. That's their mindset.
I got a quick precept for the brother. You can break it down. Huh? This is Ezekiel 18 and verse 31. It says, cast away from you all your transgressions, whereby ye have transgressed, and make you a new heart and a new spirit. For why will ye die, O house of Israel? For I have no pleasure in the death of him that dieth. For saith the Lord power, wherefore turn yourselves and live ye. You got that?
Hey, man, you got to turn yourself and live, man, all right? Turn away from this bullshit, man, all right? Transgression against the Lord, man, all right? Your ass ain't gonna be nothing, man.
Right.
All right.
And then said, like the brother just read, I have no pleasure and thou shalt die. But judgment has to happen, man. You niggas then got too comfortable. Ecclesiastes 8 and verse 10, judgment is not executed speedy, so but it's still gonna happen. You know, the Lord is not gonna hold back judgment because he like how somebody looks carnally or some shit. No. You know, your acts is gonna your actions is gonna, count for your judgment, man.
Well, the scripture say that the Lord is known by the judgments which he executed in the book of Psalms. You know what I'm saying? So if the Lord wasn't out here judging people for their transgressions, then people wouldn't fear Yahweh Shem Shah, you know?
And then now you wonder why babies getting gruesomely dismembered and all type of different shit going on because judgment of Yahweh Shem Shah, man. You know?
Scripture said, wicked man understand not judgment. We understand what you're doing. It pass like a rollover.
Right.
The things you do in this life, you might not get judged next 5 minutes. It might pile up. Whenever it hits you, it hits you. But we understand we all worth it. We all sin. The wages got to be paid. We understand.
Or you can get judged instantly, man. The Lord can instantly judge you, man. You know?
I got one, but that's deep what y'all was saying because scripture say because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily. You know, basically people think they done got away with something. Right. Paraphrase. But like you said, at the same time, the Lord can judge. You know, certain people. It's all the will of the Lord.
Right.
You know, you got certain people that might not give a fuck about them being hurt, but then the Lord make them watch their family be hurt, and that's more traumatizing to them. You know, the Lord knows exactly how to punish you to fuck you up.
Yeah.
You know,
Make a quick point.
You got it.
Quick. That's why. Damn, I just lost my brain. Slocky, go ahead.
You got it. But since the brother made that point about his brother was talking about, you know, the Lord put two paths before you, pretty much. You know, life and death, and that's what you made me think of. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30. I'm gonna start at verse 15, and it reads, "See, I have set before thee this day life and good, and death and evil. In that I command thee this day to love the Lord thy power, to walk in his ways, and to keep his commandments and his statutes and his judgments, that thou mayest live and multiply, and the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai thy power shall bless thee in the land whither thou goest to possess it. But if thine heart turn away, so that thou wilt not hear, but shall be drawn away and worship other powers and serve them, I denounce unto you this day that ye shall surely perish, and that ye shall not prolong your days upon the land whither thou passest over Jordan to go to possess it. Right. Verse 19, I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessing and cursing. Therefore choose life, that both thou and thy seed may live. And what's life? This way, the truth, the scriptures. Right. Because when you look at how this devil that's in control of the earth, the scriptures tell you the wicked basically the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. Look at how the earth is being ran. You know what I mean? Like he want to artificialize everything. You know what I mean? Like he telling you, like you said, a man or a woman and a woman. It ain't about what's right by the eyes of the Lord. It's about what makes you feel happy. You know, that's showing you that went off the ancient way back then, because a father didn't give his daughter to a man that he thought she was gonna make him, or how he cared about how she thought he would look, or if he would make her happy. It was something that was to prolong the family line. A man's supposed to give away his daughter to a man of the Lord, a righteous man. You know what I'm saying? Take the time to think about these women, not to go off, but just take the time to show you. The scriptures tell you that women don't have they don't have any wisdom, right? That's why you have a goofy ass female to talk about having a baby with a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because of the color of his eyes. Yeah. And then this nigga have 4 babies with him. This nigga ain't paid for one.
This nigga got Nikes on, and you attracted.
Right.
And none of them children got the eye color.
Nike ain't good enough. They gotta be Prada, Gucci, designer shit. We ain't there yet.
Even an Android.
Right.
They can't even stand a man to have an Android phone, man.
So they fell in love with the image, man. The
right.
Image of all this shit, man.
Right, and that's a good point you make, because that like I said, most of these Babylonians is like a simple ass woman. You know what I mean? Like literally, and the elect are likened as a woman as well. But you know what I mean? But we are bride to, God.
Because why? Because women are naturally made to follow. Right. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's going to be a woman, but the elect are going to be the woman for Yahweh Shai, and 2/3 is going to be be the woman for Esau either, man.
God.
And also women, they seek that from a man. They seek that edge of protection, because the scriptures talk about how they had a weaker vessel. Yeah, they see that they see that power, and that's how we are. That's how we are. Seeking our power. Right. The scripture say that in the book of Isaiah. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. Right.
Proverbs
18. And that's too why Esau given the hands of the world in the hands of the woman, man. All right, to feminize our people.
Well,
you know what I mean? Soften up the world and shit.
Where we at now? We're in something that's called metropolis. It's called Mother City, which is catered to all women. All right, because women weren't built to go out and do all this. That's why they got DoorDash and Uber Eats and the Uber and all that bullshit.
If I could add, and it's funny to me because it's amazing. I would have thought, because of how bad the economy is, a lot of those apps would be fucked up. But those things are thriving. You know, they like showing you, proving your point. Like it's catering to these fucking females. You got it.
What the scripture says in Jeremiah about the Queen of Heaven worship. Oh, okay. You got that?
Well, I got the woman over.
Okay, kind. You got it. What's up? Kind. But you can
this is book of Jeremiah, chapter 31, verse 22. How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughters? For the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man.
Yeah, that's a new thing in the earth, man. Hey, a woman ain't never supposed to be above a man, man. All right, and that's a new type of situation, man. And you look at it, a woman that she's supposed to be above you, and you look at that shit like, what? You know what I'm saying?
And I always make this point. You compare a woman and a man, right? Because everybody say in the world, okay, well, women can compete with a man. Women could do this the same as a man, right? Take the best woman fighter and take the best nigga fighter. Who gonna get their ass with?
Right.
All right.
You know, you got.
You can take the worst man fighter.
Right.
You
Right.
know,
Right.
it's about the
Hey,
best.
you can take an LGBT man.
You know what I'm saying? They was saying how, you know that bitch Caitlin Clark, the little basketball bitch, she gonna be the greatest hooper or whatever in WNBA. They say you can take a high school All-American
Right.
McDonald's player
Right.
and whoop the best in doing stuff.
Ain't nobody watching WNBA, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody watching women's football or some bug out shit like that, man.
That's why he did it, to make the world weaker.
Right.
You got statistics where women who raise their kids without a man in the house, they 96% more likely to go to jail. They 70% of them drop out. And then you got women they hate they hate rape, right?
Yeah.
But 95% of men that rape go to jail are raised by single parent mothers. But you create what you hate. They say
Great,
no more
Bob.
good men in the world.
Great,
All these whole ass niggas, you raised them. How you hate how you ain't no how you hate all the how you say there's no more good men in the world? This last generation was raised by women. Did you raise what you hate? But you gotta bring out the scripture.
Isaiah 3:12, because what y'all saying.
I got it. The book of Isaiah, chapter 3, one is verse 12, and it reads, "As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err, and destroy the way of thy paths."
Yeah, right. Like if a nigga say I gotta check with my wife first, just forget about it, man. Just
It's
forget about it.
old with.
Oh, with. Oh,
She
yeah.
she got a second husband somewhere else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't even keeping her in order. The scripture say when a woman rule over the man, they which lead you cause you to err. And that's the current situation of the nation of Israel. You so-called niggas, Latinos, Native Americans. You the main one that say, you always talk about you gonna spoil your girl, happy wife, happy life, all this other bullshit. Even these young niggas in the world, bro, they had that mindset to where they gotta do whatever she want them to do in order to keep her around.
Right.
You know, and it's never you gotta put that bitch in order, like my
Right.
NBA young boy said. He said, I put that bitch in order. They say I'm tripping, but I put that bitch in order. That's what that nigga say. I said, yeah, he was in the spirit on that one.
Right.
Go ahead,
They
bro.
gonna say that you tripping because
Yeah,
but these women got the police force. They go, oh, you ain't got shit, man.
because of the society. A woman shall compass a man.
I got a precept. This is book of Genesis, chapter 3 and verse 16 in the New Living Translation. It says, then he said to the woman, I will sharpen the pain of thy pregnancy, and in pain you will give birth, and you will desire to control your husband, but he will rule over you. And these women have the desire to be stronger than the men, but the Lord ain't create that naturally, man. You know, you're supposed to just automatically naturally know that, man. You know,
They do. The
This
only
is
thing that's
bugged out,
holding up feminism is the society.
I got one.
Right.
for
The
you.
structure, the color of the rule of law. Once law and order is no more, then everything goes back to the natural order of Yahweh Bashim Mashiach.
Strong taken from the weak.
don't take it from the week. And one more thing to add to that, the Lord ain't changed the ordinances. The man is still stronger than the woman, man. You know, he just allowed in this wicked.
Right.
He's still over the woman, and it's gonna be like that forever in the kingdom. But he just allowed it for this period of time with this wicked kingdom. You can read your precept.
I was just gonna get this Isaiah, based on what you were saying. Isaiah chapter 29, point is verse 16, and it reads, "Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay." And based on the fact, like the brother said, pretty much, you know, like the natural order is a man over the woman, because the way the society is ran.
Right.
Because the truth be told is, I mean, because the elders, I happened to catch the video they was making while they was on their way here, and they was just going into certain shit. And like the truth be told, like this society caters to women to make money.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of it. Like you're like a higher class citizen. That's all. You know what I mean?
High class slave.
The higher class, hey, like
Who don't want to acknowledge that they're a slave.
right. But they are to a degree, because like I said, brothers going in on the TikTok videos, certain videos, you got them crying about, oh, this is so hard. No,
Right.
yeah, bitch, what you thought? You know what I mean?
But why is it hard though? Because the scriptures say, the scriptures speak about get 1 Corinthians 11, because the scriptures speak about the simplicity of Yahweh Shah, right? When you follow the natural order, if this machine is not working, they're gonna put a sign on it. It's gonna say out of order, because there's something in the machine that's not functioning the way that it was created to function. These women, they're not functioning the way the Heavenly Father created them. They're operating outside of their position. Basically, they're trying to fill a position that they're not qualified for. That's why they're having mental breakdowns and crying and shit.
Right.
All them videos that post them, all the women that post them videos, one question: where's your man?
Right.
Oh, this happened, that happened. You know, none of that really. All them excuses. What it boils down to is women don't want to be in a relationship.
Right. Desire.
Yeah, because they'll say this happened, that happened. But what it boils down to is women know how to sabotage relationships. They know how to make that shit progressively get worse until it has to end.
You know something, you keep on carping on that relationship, and I just heard something recently about that. And you know, that shows you how weak this generation really is. Because when you go into like our forefathers and our parents, like relationships, relationships never been easy, but motherfuckers knew how to deal with some shit. Now everybody's solution to something that they don't like, they just want to walk away. So what the fuck you gonna do when shit get really hard out here?
Right.
You know, you got videos talking about prepare now and get food and shit like that, like what's going on with Iran and Israel or the Israelis and Russia and America. You know what I mean? So like you said, a lot of these single women, fuck you gonna do when there's no man in the house and your attitude don't matter.
And you just made me think about that precept that say that she shall know that she is the enemy.
My enemy shall see it. Let's read that 1 Corinthians 11.
This book of 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 3. It says, but I would have you know.
Start at verse 1. All right.
I'll start verse 1. Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Yahushua. Right.
So you got it. Go ahead, bro.
Well, the Apostle Paul, he said, be ye followers of him as he is of Yahushua, right? Because y'all was speaking about the other camps. Apostle Paul said, I wish all men were as me, not to touch a woman. You know what I'm saying? But you join some of the other camps, they'll pretty much force you to get a woman. Then they want to know all the information about you and your woman. Then they want you to go to Esau and get paperwork for your woman. You know what I'm saying? So that's not following the example of the Apostle Paul said. Apostle Paul said, ye that have wives be as though ye had none. Go ahead, bro.
And that's why in the 1 Corinthians 11 chapter, that's why Paul started off with this, because he was going, this whole chapter is about order, man. You know, in the scripture, in 1 Corinthians, I believe the 14th chapter says that the Lord is not the author of confusion. So everything is confusion in the society, man.
Yep. So Apostle Paul also let you know that he falls under the order of Yahushua.
Yep.
Everything he said, Yahushua approved of it.
Yep.
Go ahead, bro.
Verse 2, it says, now I praise you, brethren, that you remember me in all things and keep the ordinances as I delivered them to you.
Because why? Because even when when you go read the Apocrypha, I believe Sirach 43, it talks about even the sun and the moon are bound by the ordinance of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Right. So everything is in perfect order, man, except the bullshit that Esau created, man.
Right.
You know?
Yep,
exactly. You got it.
And the Lord always allowed us to be in any, it don't matter what kingdom it is, we can still, you know, keep flourishing, keep that Romans 13, you know what I'm saying, keeping, you know, making sure that we keep the laws of the land and everything, as long as it's not going off, man. You know, with these Edomites going on in America, it's off, man. You know, but it says, and keep the ordinances as I delivered them to you.
Oh, Apostle Paul, one of the ordinances he said was, not man shall not have long hair. He said, keep the ordinances as I have delivered them unto you. That's what the Apostle Paul said.
Oh no, I'm a Nazarite.
You could be a Nazarite, but you're not truly a Nazarite, man. It's not playing games, man.
What the scripture say?
Nazarite can't drink the
Drink the
grape.
grape,
Or he can't be unclean.
Can't eat honey. I believe it's honey too.
Can't be around
Oh, no,
dead
that's
bodies.
Right.
What was it?
Can't be around dead bodies.
Well, yeah, right. Once if you around dead, if somebody happened to die while you're around, you gotta shave your head and start over. Go ahead, bro.
It says, verse 3, but I would have you know that the head of every man is Yahushua, and the head of the woman is the man.
Now, what do the Christian so-called Christianity women say? Jesus is my husband. Jesus, they always in a relationship with Jesus. You can't be in a relationship with Jesus, so-called Jesus. Your husband has to be in a relationship with the Lord.
Well, Jesus, we know that's not the real name. Jesus is a demon. Right.
Yeah, so you is in a relationship. But you ain't got your house shot.
You know, scriptures say that all things be done in decency and in order. It also say all scriptures come from inspiration of the Most High. So if the Most High said all things done in decency and order, and this is the order, that's the order you keep.
And why do it say? Read that verse again. Huh?
It says, verse 3 again. It says, but I would have you know that the head of every man is Yahushua, and the head of the woman is the man.
Right. See, our frustration for the woman, that's Yahushua's frustration for us, because we in the flesh. We're not gonna be perfect. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna do what the Lord wants us to do. The Lord want us to think a certain way, act a certain way. We do the opposite. That's what our women do. Right. Now the point is that you're gonna have women that jump and say, "Well, I'm a single woman, so that don't apply to me." You're never single. A woman is property. Matter of fact, everybody get that in Surah. He that get up a wife,
yeah, exactly.
get up a possession, because, bro, you're not single. If you so-called single woman, you better be a virgin. And if you a virgin, you under your father. And if you're not a virgin, you under the nigga that popped you. You see? So there's never a man not over you. That's why the scriptures say, I would have you know that the head of the man is Yahushua, the head of Yahushua is Yahweh, and the head of the woman is the man. You're always going to have a man over your head. You women that's in this truth, none of you got the download from Yahweh Shem Yahushua. None of you.
I got that.
None of these women got the download. They always taught by a man. If you want to get the truth, that's why the Lord said he deprived you of wisdom. You give these women a little bit of wisdom, and they try to throw it at you and wrench you. But that wisdom that you got, you talking about the name, you go on social media trying to correct Israelites. All the shit that you women got, you got it from the men of the Lord. So the Lord is still obviously making a separation, that he's not dealing with the women on the capacity that you women think. But y'all got it.
With that precept, Buck?
Yeah.
This is Sirach, Ecclesiastes 36, verse 24. It says, he that getteth a wife beginneth a possession, and a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest.
That go back to what y'all was saying, that she supposed to have your mind. She not supposed to, that's what you were saying. Yeah. A woman not supposed to have her own mind. If you dealing with a woman and she's a free thinker, or you say you want to do this, but she always got a rebuttal, and no, hell no. It ain't gonna work.
A woman is an incubator. Like whatever the man, put out, that's what she gonna take it in and then put it back out.
Right. Read that again.
And can somebody get the blue letter for the word help me in Genesis? Baba Kasha?
If I could say this before you bring that out, Salakia, it's just what the brother was saying. The woman's supposed to be under your vibration. And the truth of the matter is, like the American woman is under the vibration of Eve. Yep. That's what they all. Right, the system.
They're under the vibration of the image of the beast, which is the philosophies of the system. That's literally, you could equate that in a way to the fruit, the tree of good and evil that Eve bit. It was those philosophies of you are equal to the man, feminism, you could be a god. Right. That means you equal to the man. You're not equal to the man. Right. Okay. Read that verse again, and then we're gonna get a couple words.
And then I got that word possession.
Right. Ecclesiastes Sirach 36 verse 24. It says, he that getteth a wife beginneth a possession.
How would you acquire a wife? You would acquire a wife from her father. Yep. Okay. In a righteous, normal society, you acquire your wife from her father, and he that getteth a wife, it said getteth a possession.
And that's why a woman that's under her father's rule has her father's last name. But then when she's given to a man, what happens? Now he takes her husband's last name. Because the last name.
What if I got a slave? What am I gonna do with that slave? What last name is my slave gonna have?
Your last name.
He gonna have mine because he's my possession.
Just like in slavery.
Right. That's the spirit. That's what I meant. Right. So when you women walk down that aisle, you take on your husband's last name. You his slave. You his servant now. It's not hard to understand.
It's like when you transferring a car over to somebody else. Right. Change the title. You got to put the title in another person's possession. Right.
Yep.
You women are
names dictate ownership.
You want to talk about cars? You women are 96 Oldsmobiles.
Yeah.
200,000 on the dash, right? 200,000.
They're talking shit though.
I got that word, the etymology.
And it said he get it for possession and a help like unto himself. Because you're supposed to think like your man. Yep. You don't have no career. Your career is your man career. You don't have no goals. Your goal is your man goals. Your career is thinking about how I can make my man more successful.
Yep.
Right.
That's it.
Hey, you know that's deep. Not to just to add some little bullshit from the world, but like Gucci Mane wife. You know what I mean? Like as much as demons and niggas, like he got exactly what you said. Like he went away, left her some money. She flipped that shit. He loved her. You could tell he loved her. You know what I mean? Because that's what a man looking for. Somebody that's gonna be with his agenda. The fuck?
Right. If I'm trying to forward this business, you should be doing everything you can to help me. Or if I'm trying to whatever a man trying to do, you supposed to put yourself in his shoes and try to fill in the blanks.
I got that word possession.
Yeah, read that one first, then help me.
The word possession in the Edomite, mid 14th century, it says act or fact of holding, occupying, or owning. A taking, possession, occupation. Yeah, it said owning, man. So you women are women. When you go to the word woman, I believe in the Edomite goes back to the word female servant. That's it. You know, which servant is a slave.
Right. They like to say, my man. He's not your man.
Right.
You're his woman.
Yep.
Okay, because he may have another woman who belongs to him. So he's not your man. He's all of y'all man. Okay, and you're his.
It's that scripture. Jealousy is a rage of a man. With the video that the brother put in the group chat and, about the information about I guess the husband killing his wife or something like that. You know, why do you think jealousy is a rage of a man? Because that woman was his possession. So when you women and these Babylonians basically commit adultery, why do you think why you think men bug out like that?
That's why.
I'm sorry. Another thing, why all these niggas with the Captain S's, Captain Save-A-Hole type dicks, man, that's why they be getting busy. They be getting effed up, man.
Yeah.
Because, like, what you doing in my business, nigga?
Yeah.
Because what you doing? Running across the street, jumping off buildings just to save.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
with the cape flapping in the air, you know.
Yeah, parachute down
Yeah.
to a woman's aid. That's his woman, man. Right. Fuck you got to do with that, man.
And it's
That's weird because I remember a couple weeks ago we was talking about Pittsburgh, how they no longer have 911 for between certain times, and they said they're not even going to show up for domestic violence calls. And I was saying that's a good thing because that's none of your fucking business.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? How whatever man got going on with his woman, you know. A lot of times the woman be instigating them situations, man.
Well, that show you how dangerous.
9 times out of 10.
You know what I'm saying? To set that man up. Right. You know what I'm saying? Men ain't just out here young as hell.
Right. Go home.
Yeah.
We ain't like Edomite, just go home.
Yeah.
Beat your wife.
Why they won't?
Hey, can you get that word about the show?
This is where help me in Genesis chapter 2 and verse 18. It says one who helps, and it also says help support. When you go into that word support, it means somebody that hastens to aid. You know?
Right.
And that's why when you read Proverbs 31, it says that a woman. It talks about the woman and that her husband is known in the gates, and she wouldn't be a disappointment. You know what I'm saying? Because if you had an unruly wife, that would be talked about Israel, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's when you put that hoe away, man.
That's
You
why
know?
these daughters, man. That's why it's a shame to have a daughter that sleeps around. Intelligence, Sirach. Like you got she a hoe, and that man, he's embarrassed. He can't even go out the house pretty much because he's embarrassed by the doings of his wife.
And you got to keep that bitch in straightly, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yep.
I got it. You got it. Go ahead.
Just real quick, and that's the problem with you women, which y'all don't understand, is that if you just chill at the crib and serve your man, there ain't gonna be too much you gotta fucking worry about.
Right.
You're gonna be taken care of. You're gonna have whatever you need, clothes, food, whatever you need, you're gonna have at the crib. You ain't gonna have to worry about going to clock in at no fucking job. All right, you ain't gotta worry about nobody fucking kidnapping your ass, take your ass, no crazy shit, man. As long as you stay at the crib and conform to your man. You know what I'm saying? But y'all rather be out and do some bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, running around all fast and tight, man. Someone going to the gym looking like this and that. You feel me? And then wonder why niggas looking at you, man.
A harlot is known to her haughty eyelids and apparel, man. You know?
If I can read this, because like you said, it's spiritual that the scripture say that they are our possession. That's and that's both a physical thing and it's a spiritual thing that they are our possession. That's why when Jake, when you in the world, every brother had that what they call your first heartbreak, and that they say that will hurt the most because most of the time
I said, working on
Sometimes y'all took each other virginity type
Right,
of thing.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
You gotta
So that was
you
really
gotta
your
job.
woman. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
So
So
once
I know he
once
happy.
you take a girl virginity and y'all don't work out, you really
Yeah,
work that shit. You know?
Sometimes
But I got a quick one. This Sirach 25. Back what you were saying. Sirach 25 and 18. Her husband shall sit among his neighbors, and when he heareth it, shall sigh bitterly. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman, that the portion of a sinner fall upon her. So you got a lot of jakes. They catching hell with their women, but a lot of you jakes are wicked, man. You know, a lot of you refuse to repent, and then the Lord keeps trapping you up with these demons.
That's the spirit.
You know?
Damn, that's the spirit. So I can't find the scripture, but it's in. I'm sorry, Ecclesiastes. Because
What? You talking about
a woman is given to a wicked woman is given to a wicked man. So a lot of you jakes, man, you out there gang banging, being thieves and shit, being adulterers, being homos or whatever, what have you. Jake like to be in now. Yeah, that woman's gonna be. I'm sorry, you got the precept. I'm sorry.
I got another person, but he
I got one real quick. This is Sirach, chapter 7, and verse 26.
Yeah, so Pastor Hard just recently went into this scripture.
Oh, yeah.
He was like, I ain't went to this in decades.
Yeah.
You know, because King Solomon had 700 wives and 300 concubines. And he scrutinized and examined all of them, and he came to the conclusion that every last one of them was wicked. He had women from all nations. He said, out of my 1,000 wives, every last one of them was wicked. But you niggas got the prize, right? You niggas got the wife of the year. My bitch. That shit pisses me off, man. You niggas get on social media and you fucking worship your women. You make a whole long 10-paragraph essay about your fucking filthy ass bitch that you got when she was 80 bodies in.
Hey, she gotta keep all the laws.
But she your honey bun and she the reason for your success. Man, go ahead, read that.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 26. And I find more bitter than death.
Death. Woo. Nigga, you rather die than to have to deal with some of these type of women that the Heavenly Father created out here to put hell on these men, man. Cause they will fuck all your shit up. Fuck your whole shit up. I forgot what that's from. But they'll mess your whole. You have your own spot, your own car, good job right next to the house. You have everything be going good. Yeah. Then you get a woman. Oh man. Check back 2 years later. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
It says,
not rant.
And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands.
Right. Always looking to trap you up. Looking to get that money out your pocket and in hers. That's it. That's it. How can she get the most amount of money? By giving up the least amount of pussy. That's it. And then they already know what you want. But then if you say what you want, if you come up with your true intentions, it's an issue. Right. But you gotta act like you're not interested. You gotta literally act like you're not interested in the vagina for 2, 3, 4 dates. Just before, like, that's bogus, man.
I mean, you know, you may make me think of something because, like you said, these women got this standard in Babylon, but yet still though, all these hoes got these OnlyFans and they soliciting themselves over the internet. Ain't that making you a harlot right there?
They got Instagram and they twerking, they posing with so you can see their shape and everything. But I'm not supposed to be attracted. That's not supposed to be my focus.
Right.
I'm supposed to be focused on this fine dining. I'm supposed to be focused on that's a beautiful earring.
Oh yeah.
Like, come on.
They
man.
having sex with the internet. They having sex with money more than they'll go find a natural man.
But when you do the etymology of the word prostitute, it goes into putting yourself or showing yourself before the public. Right. You know what I'm saying? So when a woman got an Instagram and she's taking these provocative pictures, she may not be nude and not like that, but she's a prostitute.
Right. Pro mean before it's the two go back to statue.
Yep.
It means to stand before.
Yep.
Okay.
And then the internet is known as what? The high-speed internet, the highways and byways. What do they say? I'm for the streets. You feel me? That's the first thing a bitch say. I'm for the streets, man. You know? It's madness.
But that's why the Lord gonna bring judgment on you women. Get Isaiah 32:9.
I got Isaiah 32. So I got the.
Where do you want to start?
Yeah. That's your way.
See, because when the society go down, you women go down with it. Because you women are the most invested in the society. You women, you agreed to remove the man out the house so that you can get government assistance. Isaiah 32. And just go to verse 9.
All right. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 32 and verse 9.
Yeah, Isaiah 30.
Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear to my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. For the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come.
The vintage shall fail, and the gathering shall not come. So all of the goodies that you've been receiving in this man's society, all of the benefits and the leverage that you've had in this man's society, all that's going to be taken away. Okay? The vintage, you got EBT, you got WIC, you got all different type of food programs and government assistance. Section 8. You know what I'm saying? Your rent is $26 and you still broke because you got on an $800 weave and some $500 shoes and a $300 purse.
They get child support.
Right, and child support. And the food nigga, and the ride nigga, and the nigga, the dick nigga.
Yeah.
This shit is crazy, man.
Yeah.
But then you will go out to a bar or something and she'll look at you like you ain't shit. Look at you like you. You know what I'm saying? When bitch, you have nothing to show for up yourself. Everything that you have, you got it from a man. But you don't need a man though, right?
And it's so bugged out because when you look at the ratio of men to women, it's way more women than it is men. So you really have no business doing this, man.
Bro, like my man Kevin Sayer said, once you get 27, you in the danger zone, baby. You in the 27, you need to be throwing that shit. You need to be throwing that shit at a husband. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Go ahead.
I still got this Ecclesiastes too.
It says, verse 11. Tremble ye women, verse Isaiah 32 and 11. Tremble ye women that are at ease.
Right, like it was in Brooklyn. It was in Brooklyn. A woman, she almost got kidnapped. Her mother ended up coming out of the apartment and saving her. But after that happened, you can see they was physically trembling. Because here's somebody about to abduct your dumb ass.
I just seen an article. Edomite looking dude. He could have been a Jake. Who knows? But you know, he killed this Keisha, this black woman, and dismembered her body, man. You know, for some wrong that she was doing.
But they say they safer with the white man, right?
Yeah.
Right.
The so-called white man is pimping you women out, man.
Right.
The so-called white man pimps all you women out, man. The so-called black woman, she's in college and shit. She thinks she got a little debt. She got a little startup job and shit. No, the so-called white man is pimping you out, man.
Oh yeah.
He's making you an industry hoe, man. Just stay
A corporate hoe.
And
That's
that's
it.
it. That's what
Corporate hoe.
corporate hoe.
Because when they get that degree, now all of a sudden they're better than you because they went to a white institution to learn white history, and now they're better than you. You people are fucking stupid, man.
And then become managers at Chipotle.
Right. Well, you just had the video of the Edomite chick. The Edomite chick, she made a video with all her degrees. She had about 4 degrees. She's like,
I see that. Yeah.
But what can I? She's like, they're useless. People are saying they're useless.
They ain't want to do answering customer
Yeah,
service
she was like,
calls.
I don't want to answer customer service calls. Well, bitch, that's what you went to college for.
Well, the word degree in itself means to downgrade, man.
Right.
So,
Damn.
you know,
And see,
And you only got, like Elder Malcolm always say, you only got 1 degree. There's 360 degrees, dumbass.
and see, Esau
So you ain't got all the knowledge you need. Go ahead.
I'm saying Esau gave women this power, the ability to go to college. Because why? Because Esau's about that money. You know, that after World War II, you know, women became a taxable commodity. You know what I'm saying? Because when the men were out at war, the women had to go into these industrial jobs.
And that was by design.
That was by design, yep. So now Esau, hey, go ahead and work. Here, I'll help you go to work. So that way you can tax your ass.
Yep. Now they can tax the whole household as opposed to half
Half
the
of it,
household.
yep.
The whole population as opposed to half.
Yep.
Or really, now they make more money because there's more women than men.
Yep.
So they was making a lot less money before, but once they're able to tax you women, now they make boatloads.
See, that's why we hasten the day of the Lord, man. In that time of Jacob's trouble, man. Because in that day, man, y'all women gonna be fucked up, man. Your degree ain't gonna matter, all right? All the shit you put your effort into, all right, this shit not gonna matter, man. And y'all gonna be running back to the men of the Lord, man. And if they know you, man, maybe we're gonna shun your ass, man. All right, y'all gonna be looking stupid as hell out here, wishing that y'all would have listened back then, all right? But since you ain't listened then, man, when that time comes, you lost, man. You lost in the sauce, man. You gonna get lit up with the rest of these people, man.
Right. And she that is my enemy shall see it.
Grab it, huh?
We got a quick precept, and then I'll get your precept, and then we'll go back to Isaiah 32.
This is Isaiah chapter 3, verse 16. Moreover, the Lord saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks and wanted eyes.
Fake ass attitude.
Yeah, but prideful, man, conceited, man. You know, stretch forth like they shit don't stink. You know what I'm saying? When the Lord is about to confound all that
That's
bullshit.
a stank attitude.
Yep,
That's the so-called black one. That's a stank attitude. You can't even say hi to them. I'm talking about an innocent hello. You know what I'm saying? An innocent, hey, how you doing? Not even like on something. Yeah, good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You just, hey, how you doing? They'll fucking ignore you or look straight through you, man.
Even
The
when-
word haughty means to be disdainfully superior, man.
Definition right here.
Read it.
The book definition of haughty, it says having,
What's the source out?
this is online.
Edom Online or?
This
All right,
is,
son. All right.
it says having or showing arrogant superiority to and disdain of those one views as unworthy.
Wow.
Right. Niggas ain't shit. I don't need it, man. You know, and they talking about niggas. They talking about black, Hispanic, and Native American men. They ain't talking about the white man. Because as soon as Esau approached them, oh yeah, it's on and popping. As soon as Elam approached them or Moab approached them, it's on and popping. They talking about your ass, man. That's all the scripture speaks about. Like your brother's been quoted, she is our enemy, man. Let's go.
You might have to bring that back.
Yeah,
Bring that
Oh yeah,
definition
definition.
up.
Okay, good.
Definition of haughty,
Cause-
man,
cause-
on
Hardy.
this-
Hey, you gotta start calling your women hardy, man. Bitches like when you teach them a new word.
Right.
Hardy.
Right.
Oh, that's a compliment.
Right.
definition for haughty, it says having or showing arrogant superiority to and disdain of those one views as unworthy.
That's the same
And see,
spirit.
and the woman looks at Jake like they're unworthy, man. You know what I'm saying? Because they expect Jake to have a 7-figure job. You know, 6'2", chiseled, no children. Yeah.
After we just came out of 400 years slavery.
Hey, and then we went into it last week with Ecclesiasticus the 13th chapter. If he have need of thee, he will use thee. That's the same spirit these women in, man.
And he gonna take that. He gonna take that away from them. He using them right now to destroy the nation. You women have been used by the CIA to destroy your nation, man. That's it, man. And once the destruction, if you feel like the destruction is complete enough and it's time to destroy you with your nation, that's exactly what's gonna happen, man. Because you just that. You're something to be used and then tossed to the side when it's through with you.
Yeah, booty. Weapons of prisoners of war.
Go back to Isaiah 3.
Isaiah 3 and 16. Moreover, the Lord saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty.
The Israelite woman. Now, does this curse right here apply to the so-called Jewish woman? They're not haughty. They don't walk with stretched forth necks. They don't got stank attitudes, man.
And walk with stretched forth necks and wanted eyes.
One-time eyes mean undisciplined eyes. You'll be walking with your woman at the mall, and then you'll walk past another couple. She looking at you, he looking at you, while she looking at you, and you looking at him, cause you ain't trying to look at her. Like what the fuck? This shit madness, bro. And your woman, don't be surprised. Your woman, you walk past her, she on her phone, she flip on the page real quick. What you was looking at, bitch? That's them one-time eyes. Go ahead.
Walking and mincing as they go, and making a tinkling with their feet.
That's a switching. Go ahead. Yep, jump down.
This Isaiah chapter 3, verse 25. Thy men shall fall by the sword,
The men that they chose, right?
and thy mighty in the war.
Because Esau gonna pull out that draft, man. He gonna drive Pookie and Ray Ray, your baby daddies and all that, and they gonna be shipped out, man. And they gonna die in the wars, man. 7 women shall take hold of 1 man. You know, and you can see it already.
Because Jake ain't prepared for a draft, man. You know what I'm saying? Because they could be street warriors all they want, but until you go into real war, like these third world countries got to survive. You know what I'm saying? And been warring with civil war for decades. Jake ain't getting prepared for that shit, man.
They ain't ready for them guys in the
Hey man, I've seen
Low
these
battery.
guys, man. They
Low
can climb mountains, had mad shit, and I'm over here wheezing. These guys is different, man. They gonna fuck some shit up, and you niggas, you old block niggas, y'all not ready for war, man. Y'all can barely run 2 miles, man. All right, but damn sure Keisha, Big Shirley, all these Jakes out here, y'all not ready for what's getting ready to happen, man. Like the brother just said, the draft, man. That's coming, man. All right, so you niggas gonna get booted up, man. Y'all can get your assault weapons, your M4s, and they're gonna send you off and pat you on your butt and move you up, man. Ship you out, man.
Because why? Because the front line, when you do the history of the infantry, right, which is the basic footmen, those are they call them the grunts. You know what I'm saying? The ones that don't know no better, but they just out there taking the bullets. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Just know how to shoot.
Yeah, exactly. And they gonna use the 2/3 goofy ass niggas to put in the front like that, man.
And it's so
They might use them immigrants too.
Yep.
Okay.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
Got them coming in.
Yep.
You see how these devils is looking at you Israelites over here in America? Because when it comes to war, that's the first thing on this devil's mind when it comes to who's going to be the troops, man. You know? The devil don't give a fuck about you niggas, man.
That's the spirit that you made that statement about the migrants, because they use the migrants for a multitude of things. They set them as basic contractors. They say, like, for instance, you and I, we start a glove making business. And we make gloves and we go out here and we sell them to people. Well, once you sell that you like a contractor. So these companies, what they doing is pretty much hiring those migrants as contractors, but they not paying. That's why what's that, Tyson could lay off 12,000 people. Well, I mean, no, they laid off I think 1,200, but they hired like 48,000. So just imagine how much they paying the migrants.
What's called scalping.
Right, they paying them probably like
$5.
right.
Yep. And they happy with that.
Right.
They think they eat good.
Yep.
Because the shit's worth more here than it is in their country.
Right. Oh,
they got more money than they ever had.
Second 16. Like what you just said.
So when
they think they in good case.
So when they basically, like you say, to get them full benefits, yeah, they gonna sign up to fight. Like, this devil know what the fuck he doing.
He bringing them people in so they get this bodies to use, man.
Galvanized iron.
Right, and either way, they could leverage that situation to their advantage. You know what I'm saying? Trump saying his first day of office, he's sending them back. We'll see about it.
Yeah, God.
You know what I'm saying? Because if it's a war, he gonna send their ass to war.
Right.
That's how Trump thinks.
Well, shit, they want to be here. Let's fucking
Yeah.
use it. You know, you want to be an American?
You
Show
gonna
your American shit.
You gonna do an Edomite move.
Here's a gun. Here's a helmet. Fights that way.
Right.
Brother got that another 16 for your brother.
Yeah.
This book is 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon the earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case.
That's what it is. That's why you Americans, you actually think that you have some sense of war. Americans think they have war immunity.
Right.
Like America is immune from war or taking damage or taking a loss. But according to the Bible, it said that the war Armageddon is what's going to be to bring the end of America. Okay, thermonuclear missiles were created to end America.
Right.
That's why the Lord created this massive destructive weapon to end this society. Because how else would it end? This man, the scriptures say, this man, the earth is in his hand. You see? So how else would the Lord be able to strip the so-called white man of his rulership if he had not created that nuclear missile? That's what it's for. The nuclear missile is to take away the so-called white man's rulership, man.
I got a precept for you. Isaiah 54:16. It says, "Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bring forth an instrument for his work. I have created the waster to destroy." You want to break it down? And that's what it is, man. The Lord has put in the minds of these different scientists, man. That's the spirit, you know what I'm saying? Oppenheimer, man. You know, these Russians, you know what I'm saying, to create the
nuclear atomic bomb,
Yep.
the nuclear bomb. Yep. Get Joel 2. Because it talks about how there has never been a creation like it, and after it is used, there will never be used again.
Yep.
That's the nuclear missiles, man.
And it says in Proverbs 21 that the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's how about Shemashai is putting the spirit on the minds of these different nations, the leaders of these different nations, to create these different devices, man. Ultimately, to fulfill as well in the Valley of Yahweh Shaphat. Like I was going into in Joel the third chapter, third chapter.
Yeah, just to back you up,
Uh-huh.
because you quoted Proverbs 21:1, Ezekiel 38. It said that the Russians shall think an evil thought. Who gonna put that thought in the mind of Vladimir Putin? Okay, the Most High Yahweh.
That's the spirit, because he just made a statement talking about nuclear war is inevitable.
Yeah.
He just made a statement.
And you see all them articles that say that too. You know, it'd be an article they'll say, they'll always say inevitable. They'll use that word, inevitable. Look up that word, inevitable. That means something that you can't stop from happening. You know why you can't stop it from happening? Because it was already created. This is the type of thing that once it's made, there's no putting that back in the bag.
Right.
You done create a fucking nuclear missile, bro. You see what I'm saying? That type of power, like Kanye West, he had that one song called Power. And I listened to that song in the truth, and I feel like he dissing Yahweh Shai. But the point of me saying that is because that nuclear weapon gives you that so much power.
Right,
Why
right.
would Esau just scrap that? That's not Edomite life. He was blessed with the sword.
Yeah, once those missiles go off them silos, you can't bring them back. That tells you something, man. You can't bring them shits back. They can't just back because it tells you Isaiah the 55th chapter, man. What the Lord wants is going to happen, man. And what the Lord wants is He wants missiles to destroy America, man.
That's
See the shining sea.
I got that. Oh, you got it.
I was just gonna add this real quick because that's the spirit. Like, if you've been following that Edomite on Full Spectrum Survival, he was talking about that. That's why he was saying how everybody's basically warning you to get like food and water and whatnot, because basically they saying Iran got the capability to make a nuclear weapon. And they saying they can make it within the next couple of days.
Man, they got that shit.
So
it don't take 2 days to make a nuclear weapon.
Right. So they already got it. But the point is, with all the conflict between them and Israelis, they saying they fuck around and use that bitch.
Right. Yeah, because remember a couple years ago, they assassinated the Iranian scientist who was creating a nuclear weapon.
Well, that's what's going to pop off the whole thing, the World War III, so to speak, is when Iran gets involved, and I've been hearing about this years ago, white people always in the military. When Iran gets involved, America don't want to get involved with Iran, because once that get involved, that's going to stir up so much shit, man.
Because they know Iran got the capability.
Yeah, they got.
The scripture speak about the weak saying I am strong. We in that time. They got the nuclear weapons already.
Not only the weapons, but they got the allies too.
That's it.
That's what's going to stir everything up.
Yep, and the scripture speak about the least of the flock. So draw them out.
I got a quick reset real quick. This is Isaiah 13:4. It says the noise of a multitude in the mountains,
That's talking about the missiles.
like as of a great people.
Right, like as of a great people. Remember that, because we're going to go to Joel 2.
Yep.
It compares the nuclear missiles to the people.
It says a tumultuous noise of the kings of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts muster the host of the battle. So I'm gonna say, so ultimately it's the will of Yahweh Bashim Yashai, man. You know, because he's the one that's mustering what's going on in the Middle East, man. He's the one that has these Israelis, right, doing these things that's gonna force the rest of the Edomite nations to back them, man. You know,
the beautiful thing about our God Yahweh Shai is he deals on a global scale. Because you got you simple individuals, you simple Americans, you try to deny that God exists. It don't matter if you think God exists or not. The Lord is moving on a global scale to change this earth, man. You see, the earth that you living in.
He said, "My determination is to
gather the nation." That's right. The Lord determined to do that. Have you ever seen the black man that's determined, man? He ain't stopping him, man. He gonna make it to the NBA. He gonna be the best at whatever he do, cause he determined, man. You know, when Jake get determined, they accomplish that shit. You know? Go ahead though. We was reading 2nd Ezra 16. Picture was so cheap.
All right, this is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16 and verse 14. Oh, no, Slocky, that's not it.
Matter of fact, before you read that Ezekiel, because that's just one or two
16
scriptures. Where it talk about Ezekiel 38 talks about Gog and Magog, Russia. It talks about Libya, how Russia's gonna be an ally to Libya, Persia, which is Iran, and Ethiopia. Right? So go ahead.
It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 38 and verse 10, thus said the Lord Yahweh, it shall also come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind.
The Lord's gonna put things into the mind of the prince, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, Gog and Magog. The Lord gonna put a thought into the mind of Vladimir Putin to go ahead and do this thing, man. See, and the Lord is grooming Vladimir Putin to do it with no remorse. You can see that.
Yeah,
Why you think he pulled out them icons, man? The Lord is showing him, look, man, you ain't doing nothing wrong.
Right.
These motherfuckers ain't even the people.
Right.
These motherfuckers ain't even who they say they is. And they got the true people over there in slavery. You see? And the Lord gonna put in his mind, look, just shoot the missile. I'ma save the ones I want. Don't worry about the saints over there. I'ma save the ones I want.
Right. And Putin gonna be above the rest of the Edomites in the
Right.
kingdom, man.
I wouldn't say all that.
But he gonna have some.
Unless he a goddamn Japhite. He's a light-skinned Japhite.
It say
Right there in the field with all their
you gonna be watching over him. It say that
all
the
things work together.
it said that at the same time shall things come into thy mind, and thou shalt think an evil thought, and thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages.
That's America, the land of unwalled villages. Why is it? Because you can say, well, we have the border, we have a wall on the border. That's not what it's talking about. In the ancient world, every city would have a wall. I wouldn't say every city, but if you was building a strong city, you had to have walls.
Like a capital.
Right.
Yeah, capital had like Jericho.
Major cities.
Right.
Yeah.
Jericho was a walled city.
Yep.
No,
Ameri-
yep. Go ahead.
the Americans' defense system is crumbling. It's ancient. All right, the Russians have way better defenses. So they spend so much money. They spend billions upon billions of dollars on their offense. But what about the defense, man? They tell you defense wins fucking championships.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But the same thing happened in the Roman Empire. You know, they were on the offensive so much. You know what I'm saying, that they spread their military out. And they didn't have nobody to defend home base. Yep. You know,
That's the spirit, because we was going into that lesson. Yep, that's the spirit, man.
It said,
Just to back up what the brother just said.
Do what?
no, I can't.
Read that 2 Ezra 16:13.
This book of 2 Ezra chapter 16 and verse 13. For strong is the right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world.
Right. It said they shall not miss because they're gonna be guided by whatever GPS or whatever. And the missile defense system, like your brother said, American missile defense system is extremely old, man. They're not gonna be able to stop it. That's why in Joel 2 it said that when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded, man.
Did you brother get that? Because
Yeah, he
brother,
said I don't know what exact verse it is.
I could, it's like around 10.
Started verse 8.
I'm gonna finish
You
this.
started 8, yeah, kind of.
This is Ezekiel 38 and 11. And thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages. I will go to them that are at rest, that dwell safely. All of them dwelling without walls and having neither bars nor gates.
And it's talking about, and it's also a mindset thing. The mindset of these Americans is that, you know, we're living in the land of unwalled villages. Everything is good, man. You know, it's not like this is Iran. It's not like we're living in one of these hostile nations. See, so Americans, they approach life and they wake up there. When they wake up out in the morning, they have a different type of mindset. They're not thinking about, am I gonna get hit with a suicide bomber today? You know, they're not thinking like that. Or is my country gonna get attacked today? They're not thinking like that. When America get attacked, it's like oh my fucking God, what the fuck is going on?
You took that Isaiah 47? I was sitting on it. Kind. Can you brother get that just real quick? Just like the first couple verses? Yep.
We started to talk.
Yeah, start at the top.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 47, starting at the top. It says, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
Because America has not been touched, man. You know, they've been on the offensive for so long that they're not in preparation for that great destruction, man.
And the pride deceiving.
Yep, that pride. You took the words right out of my mouth, all right? You know what I'm saying? Because their pride has allowed them to put, you know, if you constantly throwing punches, you're not looking for a counterattack, man. You know what I'm saying? If you have a good opponent, they're gonna let you tire yourself out because all they need is that one.
You know who did that? Israel Adesanya.
Yep.
Alex Pereira, he was dogging him for the whole first round, and it looked like Israel was about to lose and shit, but he just like Muhammad Ali used to do that too.
Yeah, rope-a-dope.
Yeah, you know.
You got it right.
So once you throw all the wild shits, your face is wide, you wide open, your defense is wide open.
This verse 2, it says, "Take the millstones and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers."
Because America being exposed.
Yep. Because why? Because like just like what we speaking about boxing, just like George Foreman with Muhammad Ali. George Foreman, he is well on people, man. First, second round knockouts. But what did Muhammad Ali do? He said, "Hey, I'm gonna get this dude, right? I'm gonna let him wail and wail. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna tire himself out. And when he does all that, his punches ain't gonna be so crisp. He's gonna start going over the top and all that. And that's when Muhammad Ali started to piece him up, man. Because he found the holes in his defense.
It's calculated.
Yep.
They had this plan from the beginning, just like the Lord, man. Everything is written from the beginning. They calculated it. And like you said, like Muhammad Ali, he would say, I'm gonna knock him out around 5. I'm gonna get him around 7. You know what I'm saying? The Lord got y'all. 12 round, he gonna get you. You know what I'm saying? Back in this Isaiah 47 verse 3, it says, "Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame."
It's like just to back up what y'all said, because like America, scripture say that continually they are gathered together for war. They speak about how they are not in trouble as other men. So Esau has been able to. America has a winning streak, so to speak. They've been wailing them punches, as the scripture say, they're the hammer of the earth. They've been wailing them punches on the heathen for so long. They said that continual stroke. That's what it say, with a continual stroke on these heathen. And so the scriptures say that when America ceases to deal treacherously, then shall they deal treacherously with thee. You see, because you have a treacherous history, and as soon as you want to get your act together and stop dealing treacherously, the Bible says they're going to deal treacherously with you. This Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 24. "I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou wast not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord." Because they have fought against the Lord. So the Lord said he laid a trap for you, and you're not aware of it. That's that counterpunch. So you're going to get hit with something you ain't even aware it's coming. You know what I'm saying? That's the worst punch. That's the worst type of hit, is when you ain't expecting it. You ain't ready for it. Lord said he's going to come as a thief in the night. You know? Y'all got it.
Isaiah 47 and verse 3. "Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man."
That's our Lord and Savior Yahushua. You know what I'm saying? Come back in that glorious body, man. All right. So he's not going to meet these Esau Edom as a man, right? Because when he was walking the earth, he was amongst the Romans, and they took advantage of him, man. Because Yahushua knew that he had a specific mission to do. It's like we have a specific mission to do, man. To endure the bullshit that these modern day Romans give. Right, and to overcome that, you know. But when Yahushua makes a return as that roaring lion of Judah, what's gonna happen? Now these nations they're gonna be forced to fight, man. They've been talking all that shit, right? And then when somebody step up, they ain't got no choice. They against the wall now, man. They gotta back up those words that they were saying, man. You know, you got that Isaiah 33.
This is Isaiah 33 and 1. "Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou wast not spoiled, and dealest treacherously."
Nobody was thinking about the so-called. Nobody was sitting there and saying we have to oppress these white people forever and ever. You know, goddamn. Think about every country that America has conquered. They were just over there minding their business, man. You know, they were just over there minding their business, and here come the great explorer, so-called white man. This nigga he gonna civilize you. Here it is, you already got water, you already got food, you already got clothes, you already got shelter. But he gonna burn your shelters down, he gonna stop your rivers, and he gonna civilize you. Even how he conquered us is a mental illness, bro.
Right.
Is a sociopath, man. Christopher Columbus was a sociopath. If that's the correct word. A psychopath or sociopath? Psychopath, sociopath. I think a sociopath believes the world revolves around them.
Yeah,
and that's Esau.
Yep.
You know, that's Esau. You know, y'all, if that one has got no juice, you can switch the charger to that one. You know.
I got a charger.
Keep reading.
It say, and dealeth treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee.
Right, one of the churches dealings where you gave the so-called Native Americans smallpox blankets. You know, you gave them smallpox blankets. Then you had the Tuskegee experiment, where you gave so-called Negroes syphilis. Then you had the Guatemala experiment, where you gave Guatemalans the same thing. See? So you did it to Judah and Northern Kingdom. Because you know that they the Israelites.
Hey, man, they even did this to their own people, man.
Yeah.
When you do the history about World War II, they was giving them opioids to keep them awake. You know what I'm saying? And so they would these bugged out Edomites wasn't sleeping for days at a time, man. You know what I'm saying? They would juice up off of steroids and all type of stuff, man.
So if a person who don't even, scripture say he that is evil to himself, to whom will he do good?
Yeah.
You see? This is the man that we dealing with. This is the person that's making your laws and deciding whether or not you go to jail or not and teaching your children. It's the same man. It's the same man. You got it in the Bible.
When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled.
Oh, when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them.
And when thou shalt make an end to the deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee.
So we don't want your reparations. The moment you think you're going to give us some type of reparations or do something good for us, the Lord going to come and beat your ass. You know? As soon as you want to create peace, as soon as the spirit jump on you to chill out, maybe we'd have killed enough people. Maybe we'd have shed enough blood. Maybe we'd have did enough sacrifices to Satan. As soon as you try to chill out, the Lord going to come upon you, man.
Right.
And say going to fall upon your own head.
Yep, real quick, scriptures say that the Lord is not slack concerning his promise. All right, so it's already been written, man. So your time is going to come, man. Whether here nor there, man, no matter how long it may be, man, your time is going to come, man.
Well, your time is here, and you know your time is here because you get the sign of the prophet Jonas. That's the only sign you're going to get is the men out there teaching. You know your time, they know their time is up because it says Revelation 11, it said that after 3 days and a half, we're going to stand upon our feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw us.
Job 14 chapter tells us that you cannot pass bounds of the prophets given to you.
That's what you say. He was loose for a little season. He only got so long to do this wicked. He can only go so far with it. That's why you got scripture to talk about if they can search out the heavens, why you got the space for it? They want what the scripture say. The thing is, they're not gonna be able to search out the space. Or who knows, who can search out the ocean? That's why they got the submarines and all that. They want to do that so they can prove, what we did, Lord. Can you do away with them? No, it's limits to your wickedness. It's a time frame.
What does it say? Can the brother get that? The Lord has set a bound that he cannot pass. Yeah. Oh, kind. Because that, ultimately, this is what we've been going into about Esau's glass ceiling. Because Esau thinks that he's going to be able to go past a certain point when the Lord has already given us the understanding that everything is allotted to a certain point. His Esau's sins have to be reached into the skies in order for the Lord to be able to ultimately judge him double for what he's done. You got that?
This is Psalms 104 and verse 9. It says, "Thou hast set a bound that they may not pass over, that they turn not again to cover the earth."
Mm-hmm. You got it up.
Hey, man, like you said, the Lord has set bounds that you cannot pass over, man. All right, there's certain things that you just cannot do. All right, that's why you look it up. Majority of the ocean and the earth hasn't even been discovered. All right, because your ships and all that extra shit that you got can't even withstand the pressures that the ocean has to offer you, man. All right, let's see. Like I said before, I worked firsthand as a lifeguard, and one of the tests you got to take was you got to be able to swim to the bottom of the 12 feet and grab a body and people bring them up. So even swimming down just 12 feet. You can feel the pressure in your ears popping, your eardrum. So imagine you miles and miles down in the ocean, man. You think all that shit's gonna withstand, man? No. All right.
They just found a new trench, way deeper than the Mariana Trench, and it's super deep. And Esau claimed they went down there to check it out with a submarine, and they said that when they got to wherever they couldn't go no further, they had like a tunnel. They went down a tunnel. They said that when it was like an open, like a cave, I guess. They said that when they looked in the cave, they saw a gigantic eyeball. And they came back up. They said they never went back down there. But you still got Leviathan down there, man.
Yeah, I was just seeing there's been a video going out about like a heat sensor like monitor what be going on under like the different seas like the Pacific Ocean and all that. They were saying like this big giant dark, heat signature flowing through from the bottom of South Africa all the way up until going towards America, man. That could have been a Leviathan. They say those.
They there, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Leviathan in there, man.
Yep.
And then too, I just seen an article. They just found like 100 new species of, I believe it's bugs or something like that, man. So that goes to show you that there's still boundaries you ain't gonna cross, man. Everything ain't been discovered, man. You don't truly own this place.
Yeah, he don't know the Lord haven't given him access to see all of the full earth.
It's cause this is why Esau do that. Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 37. Thus saith Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, if heaven above can be measured, and the foundations of the earth searched out beneath, I will also cast off all the seed of Israel for all that they have done, saith the Lord.
Right. So if you could measure how many stars is in every galaxy,
right.
Which the devil sounds like he can.
He'll trick you with his numbers and shit. He'll have you thinking this nigga actually knows some shit.
Right. Big Bang was billion trillion years with the 0.2 mark.
Well, they say if you can measure the heavens and if you can measure the depths of the earth beneath.
Right.
That's why he's trying to go into the deepest parts of the ocean. That's why the Lord put Leviathan down there to stop you from going any deeper.
Right.
You ain't gonna be able to do it. The Lord, He gave you that's like me saying, if you could jump and touch that camera up there, I'll give you $1 million.
Right.
Nobody's gonna be able to jump and do it. The Lord gave you something that you can't do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And He's gonna watch you scramble because you're desperate. Because you know that you have a short time.
Right.
You know that your time is short, so you're desperate. So the Lord gonna watch you scramble. You're up here searching the oceans. You're trying to get to space. You're trying to defile Israel. You're trying to get the MOTB. You're doing all these things to try to cast off Israel. None of them's gonna work.
And the deeper you go into the ocean, the heavier it gets. Esau ain't got no equipment that can go all the way down.
Crumble like a can.
Like the one, like the nigga who went down there with an Xbox controller a couple months ago, last year. Remember? The dude submersible, what was it called? Oceana submersible or something. They went down there. A couple billionaires went down there and shit. They got crushed by all the pressure.
This is Judith chapter 9 and verse 12. It says, I pray thee, O power of my father, and power of the inheritance of Israel, Lord of the heavens and earth, creator of the waters, king of every creature, hear thou my prayer. So ultimately, everything that we see was created by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, because it says that in Colossians about that the Lord was in the book of Revelation. Can you get that Colossians 1? And because ultimately it was Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai that was the creator of all these things, man. And the God complex that Esau has, he thinks that he can put satellites in the skies and water devices in the water to measure the depth of the sea. And Esau has no idea what the hell is going on, man. The Lord's giving him a little small slither of understanding. Authority, you know what I'm saying? But ultimately, everything that the Lord has made, Esau can't comprehend, man. Right. Because no matter how far Esau's satellites can look out to light years away, so-called, the Lord has shit more that you can answer further away after that.
The Lord created Leviathan. The Lord said, canst thou draw him out with a hook?
Right.
There's no way for you to conquer that creature, man. And we got to start mentioning Leviathan again, because the Lord, Leviathan is prophesied to show himself, man. who you call Godzilla. What these Americans gonna do when they see Godzilla? Or what these Moabites gonna do when they see Godzilla? So-called God, which God mean God power, Zilla mean lizard, God's lizard. What you gonna do when you see the Most High's lizard, man? You know, you go shit yourself. It said man's heart's failing us for fear. Okay, people gonna be dropping dead of heart attacks when the Lord let Leviathan, that sea serpent, out of the ocean, man. That's why they live in the deepest parts of the ocean where it's most cold, because they're a fire-breathing dragon. Close it down. Yeah.
This verse, Colossians chapter 1, verse 15. Who is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn of every creature? For by him were all things created that are in heaven and that are in earth, visible and invisible, whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities or powers. All things were created by him and for him.
See, so all these things, Leviathan, right? All these different.
You Edomites.
Yep, everything, man.
The wicked, you were created for all things work together for good.
Right.
Like you said, the wicked was created for their evil. Until you that in Proverbs 16:4. You see, so you have a purpose. The evil that you do has a purpose. Esau tend to think that when he's doing evil, he's doing something outside of the Most High's purpose. You're not. You see, you're right in the purpose. Right. Like I got into a car crash, lost my car yesterday.
Right.
The Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. You see, and all of those things, no matter what the Lord do, like I told my son, no matter what the Lord do, Yahweh Shema Shah is never bad. Yahweh Shema Shah is always good.
And the scripture says that he's the father of spirits, man. So everything that we see, everything has a spirit, man. The plants have a spirit. You know, saying the air has a spirit, man. You know, so we're in subjection to the Father's spirit, including Esau, Edom. You know, wrap up.
Yeah, kind of. So Lord's edifying. We're gonna turn to the east, give our praise on the glory too.
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakapadas.
Shalom.
Shalom.